Hello, I'm Brian Noble, CEO of Family Policy Institute of Washington.
And I'm Brad Payne, president of FPIW Action.
Couple disclaimers before we get started today. Nothing in this video is an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. It's simply a public service to meet and greet the candidate.
All right. Well, good morning, John. Good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me. And again, I apologize.
Yeah. So I get the first question. It's a three-parter. If you would tell our audience what position you're running for, and then share a little bit about yourself and your family, and then finish up with an explanation of what your experience is for this position.
John Snaza, running for the second legislative district, position number 2. A little bit about my family. I'm married to my wife, Amber. We have a blended family. I have 2 daughters. She has 2 boys, and they're all within the same age range. A little bit of background, Navy veteran, worked in South America in the mid 80s. Went to the first Gulf War in 91, returned and got into law enforcement. Was in law enforcement for 30 years. My last 12 years was as the sheriff of Thurston County. The reason why I'm running is that I do believe that the experience that I've gained, not not necessarily as a veteran, but I have learned a lot being a veteran, but also being in law enforcement and seeing what not only District 2 is facing, but also what our state is facing in regards to what crimes we are seeing and experiencing. Also, in my experience in dealing with homelessness, and drug addiction and mental health, and also businesses, being a small business owner, and also my daughter and other relatives being small business owners, it is important that we do support small businesses, it being about 49% of the employment in our state of Washington. So the other part is when JT Wilcox reached out to me that he was retiring, and not only him asking me to take his spot, but also receiving other calls from other representatives and senators. It was definitely something that I am very proud to have been thought of in such high regard. And I really do believe that I have a lot to offer the legislature and the state of Washington.
Excellent. What is your primary promise to the public if you are elected?
Oh, my primary promise is to continue having that integrity that I've had my whole life. Is that whatever the perception is of a politician, um, the difference is that I have no reason to be untruthful. Integrity is really important to people. It's been my whole life, and um, I believe that our constituents and the citizens of the state of Washington deserve it and should expect it.
John, what do you believe differentiates you from your opponent?
Um, well, first off, being a representative of both the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs and Washington State Sheriff's Association for the last 12 years, and also being a representative for Northwest HIDA, which is high intensity drug trafficking area, federally. Um, I've had a lot of experience in working with legislators and also getting legislation passed. And I believe that my connections, well, I wouldn't say connections, but my relationships have really enabled me to hopefully get the work that the people are expecting of John Snaza in District 2 and for the citizens of the state of Washington.
Our fourth and final question is, what did you learn during the primary that you can apply positively during this general election?
Is that you're never done. You hope I never really was able to get my name out as much as I really wanted to, especially in Pierce and Thurston areas, even though I'm known here in Thurston, or at least my name is, but it's not as known in Pierce. And so me getting out and people actually meeting who John Snaza is, and hopefully the other part is learning that people hold or held, still hold JT Wilcox in high regard and very disappointed that he's leaving. And I'm learning that I hope that I can at least fill half the shoes that JT Wilcox did. And I'm learning that there's a lot of expectations of a representative out of District 2, and that I need to make sure that people understand that I'm the guy to do that, or get them to hopefully believe that I can do that.
Well, John, I know this seems short and sweet, but we thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate your time and for sharing with our listeners, and we wish you much luck in the remainder of the campaign season.
I thank you, and I appreciate it. And it is good seeing you both. I've gotten this opportunity once before, and thank you for giving me the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
You bet. All right. Well, I'm Brad Payne with FPIW Action.
And I'm Brian Noble with FPIW. Again, nothing in this video is an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. Like we like to say around here, go out there and defend and advance biblical values in the public square. God bless.